Y'all see that? I'll make sure.
Tell me you'll never wanna lose me.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to That's Aaliyah. Guys. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. Truly, I have no excuse. No, I need to get my life together. I'm still getting it together. I'm in a very huge crisis part of my life where I'm like trying to figure out who Aaliyah is, and it's not going the smoothest that I thought it would. On top of the fact that I already am trying to achieve goals that I keep having to start over because I don't do what I need to do. I am essentially in crisis. I'm in crisis. I'm joking. I think I'm just discovering a lot about myself right now, and it's coming way too fast. And it's also super important things. They're not just changing, little small things changing. I think it's things that shape me as an adult. And the transition is difficult. It's not because I'm, this immature person. I'm not fully matured. My brain isn't really mature. I got a year.
Oh, no, amen.
That's kind of scary. Anyway, I think it's just, I'm adjusting. I'm having a lot of things in my life right now that are testing me. And I've just learned that I have allowed myself to cater to the things around me before I cater to myself. And that's in every aspect. In my career, in my spiritual life, in my, my support system with my friends, family, romance life, all that. It's hard. It's hard. But I've decided to essentially change that. And I've really wanted to become the woman of God that I'm supposed to be and the woman of God that I'm intended to be. And I think I can do it. I'm just tired of kind of experiencing my life in a way that's just very lukewarm. And so a lot of things are going to change in my life. Everything I said is essentially in my most recent post on That's Aaliyah. It's also collaborated with my Instagram post, which is Lee Kennard. I think it's just something that I wanted to share because I want to make sure that I'm always transparent about how I feel. And this was kind of a way for me to do it. So if you want to check that out, share with someone who might need to see it. Comment if you want. Feel free to do nothing. That's just out there. One thing I want to do is kind of incorporate that a little bit more into That's Aaliyah. Nothing really is going to change, but I do want to make sure that I include those parts of my story on here, because I think there's a huge part of social media where people kind of, fake pump about Christ. People don't want to admit to their shortcomings. And for me, I'm always willing to be accountable for what I do, but I'm still learning. But I need to learn more intentionally and do better at taking a step in faith. And if that means afraid, then it's afraid. And I'm becoming more and more okay with that because of how my life is just kind of going right now. And I want to feel good about who I am, what I look like. I want to look in the mirror and not just see the outside, not just feel good about the outside, but also feel good about the character I have. And I think there's a lot of parts of me that I do feel really good about. And I just know it can be better. So that's kind of what I want to start by saying. Another thing. I'm going to create a schedule.
16 carriages driving away while I watch.
I know. I keep saying, oh, we're gonna do no. I keep allowing myself to put out this idea that I'm gonna post all the time. And I know I'm busy, so I think if I have a schedule of okay, Leah, you gotta commit to doing this every single week, every single day, I think I can do it. Every 2 weeks, I'm gonna post twice. Still figuring out what those days are. When I have it officially scheduled, I will send out, this isn't gonna count, by the way. I'm going to send out a schedule, kind of on my Instagram, and post what it looks like. Because I think it's important to be kind of active on here. I thought, what better time than the present to revamp That's Aaliyah again. And I don't mean the logo and stuff. I mean starting to be more consistent. Second thing, I had mentioned it a little bit before. I wasn't fully sure, but I am going to fully revamp Cozy with Leah every Sunday. Wait, not every Sunday. I lied. I'm sorry. I am trying to also work out logistics with having podcasts, like collaborating with people who aren't in, like, who can't come to me and can maybe video chat and like do some. I'm trying to figure that out and learn about it. I would love if you want to be a part of my podcast anytime. I'm gonna put like an interest form out to anyone who would like to be a part, like an incoming guest on my podcast, and I'll reach out to you. I'll have probably like some contact information and stuff, and ask you what kind of topics you want to talk about, yada yada yada. So I think I want to be more intentional. Again, there goes that word. Intentional is the word of the day about that. And so, yeah, I'm excited. That's all I really had. I don't want this video to be like super long. I just kind of wanted to give like a mini comeback video to let you guys know, like, I'm back.
Delma thought he had me, but I got away!
Okay. I honestly can't remember if I included question of the day as often as I should, or like if I do it at the end. I know I do ins and outs, but I don't really do question of the day. I don't want to do ins and outs anymore. I know. I realized that I love question of the day. When I was a long-term sub for third graders, I did question of the day all the time. And it was like a dismissal question. So like when I first got them in their seats and ready for the day, we had like an SEL, so like social emotional learning time. And then after that time, I asked my question of the day and that dismissed them to their seats. And you'd be surprised, like there's no incentives, like except going to your seat and doing work. They loved answering the question, and like knowing how that thing that I really like doing, inquiring about people's interests and like their lives, my kiddos are super excited about that, and like I'm excited about that too. So I want to do that at the end of my videos from now on. Okay, question of the day. Ooh, what's your favorite trend on TikTok right now? Okay, still adjusting to like the fact that like kindergartners, I work with K-3, and they know stuff that I know. And it's like, oh my gosh. And it's because they have phones and they have all this stuff and they have access to the internet and TikTok and Reels, and they do the, you know, the
6'7", I just bit right on the high.
I still don't get it. Like, I know it's like this niche joke, but I say all that to say there's something else that the kids do that I think is hilarious. It's the I think that is so funny. I don't know why, like my kids do it, and usually when my kids do like the 6'7" thing, I'm like, stop it. But something about kids just going, like, that is funny to me. I think it's hilarious. Anytime I see like a kid doing it or anybody doing it, like that is just too funny, bro. And it will make me laugh probably. I don't know why. It's just I know I'm childish, but I think that that's hilarious. So that's my answer. Feel free to tell me yours on my Instagram or comment if you want to on my YouTube page down in the comments below. I think that's all I really had to say. Stay tuned for the schedule that I'm going to post soon, and also look out for that interest form from the podcast. If you're interested in being on my podcast or being a guest on there and just having a discussion, we can talk about what topics you want to do and we can get set up with that. But yeah, wait, what's my outro? I forgot my outro. Wow. What's my outro? Remember to stay blessed, stay beautiful, and if no one told you today, I love you. Okay, bye. Wait.